Hello everyone, and now welcome to game 2 in the series between CoolXian and, I don't like it when that happens, CoolXian and Lin here on Last Refuge 1.3. CoolXian spawning as the blue knight off on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Lin has spawned as the red orc. Game 1 really back and forth for quite some time. Not the game that I was expecting. Yes, it did have Druids of the Talon, but it really felt like Lin had the early game, and then CoolXian started making a case for why he is a professional Warcraft 3 player, and then somehow Lin was able to come over the top, get his Tauren Chieftain to level 5, and then win out in a war that really didn't look like things would go his way. So we'll see what's going to happen here in game 2. It will most likely be very similar strategies as the game does get underway. So far, let's take a look back down over here. Altar of Elders, Moonwell, currently being constructed down off over here. You can see that there is Altar of Storms. Most likely will be a Blade Master versus a Demon Hunter. Wait for it, wait for it. Wait for it. There you go. Blade Master now up. Ancient of War there. And Demon Hunter being trained. Perhaps CoolXian will learn from his previous mistake and not allow his guy to get, or allow the Ancient of War to get the final hit. That did throw a little bit of wrench in the works early on for CoolXian, as he wasn't able to do as much damage with that Demon Hunter and come out with the same amount of harassment. Also, a little bit of gold loss there, so it's always one of those situations where you try and figure things out as, oh no, the archer now ensnared. Is it gonna get taken down? CoolXian may end up losing this archer very quickly. Oh wow, that archer stays alive just enough, getting ensnared again. And now as that Ancient of War is gonna start to eat a tree, a little bit of a mistake once more by CoolXian, building that Ancient of War simply too close. Alright, does not allow the Ancient of War to get the final shot off there this time around, as the Demon Hunter goes in after the Troll Trappers. Alright, that archer down to 48 hit points. It looks as, what is he going to do? What is that Demon Hunter doing? The Demon Hunter is now getting away, going to let the archer finish getting the kills. And yes, I do believe that will be the case. Down to 2 hit points. There it goes, as the Demon Hunter is halfway across the map, now ready to try and disrupt this Blade Master. Lin taking down this 4-3-2 creep camp, getting a Wand of Illusion pretty early, and there is a grunt right there. All right, Lin's grunt, an illusion grunt. Now what's going to be happening as the Demon Hunter looking to go after Orc Burrows again? You can see that the same strategy that we saw in the previous game going again, as CoolXian wants to make sure that his opponent does not have any options to train units. He is taking a stronghold already, as you can see that the Demon Hunter is going after that one peon. Oh, is the peon going to get taken down? Yes, he does, as the Demon Hunter already getting up to a couple of kills easily there. Is he going to get another one? Oh, one more shot. Yes. Oh, no, I'm not sure. No, he does not. The peon is safely inside, as the Blade Master, and using an illusion, is now just blocking the path. All right, Scroll of Town Portal. I don't know if that was a safe call at all. As it would have been cheaper to just die and then resurrect. You would have all of your Moonwells full, but then again, CoolXian, this is not the first time he has played Warcraft 3. Lin now creeping out as well, should creep out this creep camp rather easily. You can see that there is a Blade Master illusion now making its way down, as the Demon Hunter heads off to the north. Alright, the illusion. Oh, gonna go after that. The Demon Hunter trying to chase him away. Wastes a mana burn. And does he realize what exactly went down? May realize that that was the illusion that was blocking him in place just moments ago, as we can see that there are Wisp inside attempting to take down another Orc Burrow. That Orc Burrow very low on hit points. So is a peon. That peon gets taken down very easily, as the Demon Hunter may get this Orc Burrow before... Nope, it does get cancelled. There's a mana burn once more, as the Demon Hunter now backs away. All right, thank you for whoever donated money so I can get a sneeze and cough button. All right, anyways, Demon Hunter now backing off again. So far, the Demon Hunter is still running around inside here, hoping to perhaps delay even further. Another peon taking a lot of damage. It looks like, yep, it is going to jump inside once more. Hit at least the Blade Master, so the healing salve is not working any longer, as the Demon Hunter still running around in circles, perhaps looking for the peon who is in that Orc Burrow home. All right, that Demon Hunter looking to get some extra damage is going to Staff of Teleport out of there. There it goes. As it heads back home, we can see the Ancient of Wonders is in position here, rather close. Clarity Potion now being used as a Quill Beast now wandering off to the north. This is so unusual, as the Demon Hunter now makes his way off to the north. We are at tier 2, and we should be taking the tier 3 momentarily and then getting double Tree of Ages, but that is just going to be a giant question mark, as we are now looking at the Demon Hunter making his way off to the north here. All right, Quill Beast, will it be able to take down the Bestiaries? It doesn't look like it, but the Quill Beasts are poking apart at that Orc Grunt. All right, there you go. There's a mana burn. Not very much damage there. More Grunts now making their way out. Blade Master, Tauren Chieftain, and now this Demon Hunter is going to get taken down. No. It looks as though the Blade Master will be able to make it back out of there. Staff of Preservation should be coming in just any second. There it goes at the last possible moment once more, as the Beastmaster and the Quill Beasts now run back out. All right, Illusionary Blade Master does even do some critical strikes. That is not a mirror image. I do not remember the last time I even saw a mirror image be used by a Blade Master. All right, let's take a look as the Quill Beasts running inside here. Going to go ahead and try to take down this Spirit Lodge. The Spirit Lodge. Oh, the Tauren Chieftain is actually in a strange location. The Quill Beasts are actually going to position themselves in just a way so that they cannot get attacked. Only this one poor little Quill Beast is getting attacked here, as the Spirit Lodge will get taken down again. There it goes. Level 2 now on the Demon Hunter, as we now see that the Blade Master is trying to get away. It looks like, yes, this one Blade Master will be able to get out. No, what's going on? The Tauren Chieftain. All right, let's get an attack off. Yes, it is going to disrupt the healing again, losing a charge, as the Demon Hunter and Blade Master are battling it out. There's a potion of healing. And are we going to see another Staff of Preservation come in soon? Oh, yes, we are, as that Blade Master does not get a Wind Walk or a critical strike. So far, the Staff of Teleportation coming back in. The Blade Master sees that the Demon Hunter is back in the fight once again, and the Tauren Chieftain taking on a 2-on-1 hero battle. Not going to work out all too well. Oh, is the Beastmaster going to path? No, unable to path back, as Lyn is now taking a lot of damage on his Blade Master again. However, the Orc Burrows are dealing a lot of damage, as the one Spirit Lodge is now taking damage again. So far, the Demon Hunter is doing a great job trying to take down the Spirit Lodge, positioning himself in just a way. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation? Yes, we are. And CoolXian is making this look oh so easy to constantly harass. So far, this Beastmaster running through the trail back over here, hoping to head back home. Ancient of Wonders is now back down over here, as we are looking at perhaps the Beastmaster picking up a Goblin Tinker, and we are looking at the Tree of Ancient of Wind. Are we going to get... yes, we are already going into Adept training. No dots being trained up as of yet, as the Tinker already taking a lot of early damage. All right, there is a Pocket Factory. Oh, this could be bad. Staff of Preservation. Oh, Speed Scroll now being used. Blade Master taking up a bit of damage, and now this could go down very, very poorly. Oh, are we going to see a shot here? Oh, the Blade Master could have been taken down by the Goblin Tinker, but no, instead gets a Staff of Preservation right before, and that, I believe, was a mistake. The Blade Master, if it had fallen, would have changed the outcome of the game. Oh, the Clockwork Goblins getting in some easy damage as well. Let's take a look. Oh, the Grunt. The Grunt is going to get low on hit points, but be able to heal back up due to a healing salve. All right, almost taken down there. You can see the Clockwork Goblins will be detonating themselves. They do deal damage on death, as the Pocket Factory now making its way over. All right, there you have it. The little Clockwork Goblins, 12 to 14 damage. Staff of Preservation bringing back the Goblin Tinker all the way back home. And that Staff of Preservation cooldown so incredibly low that it just is pretty much instantaneous transport wherever you want to be. Now, Health Stone given to the Beastmaster, it does give him +1 health regeneration as well. That does help out tremendously as the Troll High Priest now going to get taken down. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2 has Wand of Mana Stealing, a very nice item. Lyn sitting at level 2 on the Blade Master, level 1 on the Tauren Chieftain. As Lyn now setting up to get Spirit Walkers with Adept training. That Adept training, once again, key in taking down the Druids of the Talon, while the Beast, and also taking down the Beastmaster's summons. However, the summons and the disenchants do cost a good amount of mana, making disenchant a rather expensive spell. So far, Ogre Warrior, Ogre Magi, now getting crept out over here. We should get to level 2 on the Beastmaster, level 1 most likely on the Goblin Tinker for now, and the Demon Hunter should stay at level 2. So far, we haven't seen any straight up engagements yet, both sides just creeping. And now with wands of or scrolls of healing on the Blade Master and Tauren Chieftain, 1 apiece, it will be very difficult to take down any of those armies. All right, Demon Hunter sitting at level 2. There is the Blade Master who was spotted by the Hawk, and now we are looking at the Druids of the Talon who do have mastery training, 11 to 13 damage with Cyclone, looking to get even higher level up on the Goblin Tinker. Demon Hunter sitting at level 2. A Night Elf Tri-Hero. Very, very common here. Even though it is 1 Goblin and 1, Orc and Ogre half-breed. Yes, I do know my Warcraft 3 lore. As we are now looking at the Murloc Huntsman now getting taken down. Alright, Druids of the Talon all getting destroyed off over here. Level 2 finally on the Tinker. Blade Master makes its rounds. There is the, no casting of Fairy Fire for some strange reason. That would give him a huge, huge amount of information, as we're now going to see peons. Oh, peons now being brought over for Spirit Link. It looks like Lyn does not want this fight to go long. Surprisingly enough, it is for Spirit Link. You do not see War Mills anywhere, and without War Mills, that means that there are not going to be towers. All right, there's the Ensnare, as the Rock Golem's now being pulled all the way back off to the side. And let's see what's going to be happening next. The Beastmaster hoping to actually creep this location out, and this may be a rather strange fight with so many peons in play and no real way for them to build buildings. I am curious as to what exactly Lyn hopes to do. I know you can Spirit Link these peons, and those peons absorb a good amount of damage. They have the most hit points, I believe, out of all the workers at 250. I don't know quite how. If you swung at me with a pickaxe at full strength, I'd probably be dead. But somehow those peons only deal 7 to 8 damage. Must be much weaker than I thought. Anyways, Blade Master, Raiders now still running around here. You can see the Druids of the Talon now making their way over. Ogre Magi gonna get taken down there. Claws of Attack +6. As we are now going into a Tree of Life. So CoolXian looking to actually set up an expansion here. Demon Hunter, is he going to pick up the Claws of Attack? Yes, he is. +11 attack. That is about more than 30% damage increase on the base. About a 25% damage increase overall. And that is going to be a huge, huge benefit for that Demon Hunter. If his attacks are dealing 63 damage plus poisoning, that almost makes it even to that critical strike. Well, until that Blade Master does get to level 5. All right, level 3 on the Tauren Chieftain, level 3 on the Blade Master. So far, all of those trolls are going to get taken down. Tome of Intelligence on that Tauren Chieftain, giving him plenty of mana once more. That is a lot of mana on a Tauren Chieftain. Very, very smart Chieftain indeed. He will get off a lot of shockwaves, and that means that we should be looking at Scrolls of Healing on the Beastmaster, Goblin Tinker, and Demon Hunter. Only 1 Scroll of Healing, though, so that could melt this army rather quickly if CoolXian is not careful. We saw some good Scroll of Healing use moments ago. The Tauren Chieftain has to worry about that Demon Hunter, though. Level 2 mana burn will remove 1, if not 2, shockwaves. All right, There's that Spirit Link. There's the engagement. There's the... Oh, Fairy Dragon should be going into the air right now, going into Fairy Fire. It is now on the ground, quickly going to get ensnared down. Druid of the Talon getting taken down rather quickly. And this fight with so much Spirit Link, so difficult. There, wow, really stopped the chat. Tauren Chieftain still fighting its way through. There's a mana burn. It's up in the air again as the Fairy Dragon still trying to do more and more. It is getting into Mana Flare there, but and more Spirit Link still. Why isn't the Fairy Dragon just flaring anything? That's something I don't quite understand as we see more disenchant. There's another Mana Flare as the Fairy Dragon perhaps should be going back into Mana Flare mode again. That Fairy Dragon needs to take down more of these Spirit Walkers and burn much of their mana. But this fight is looking now rather one-sided, and all just because of mass Spirit Link. And so far 55 over 70 compared to 42 over 70. But in that time, CoolXian has set up an expansion and is now entangling a gold mine. All right. Let's take a look at it off over here to the side. Beastmaster, Druids of the Talon, Goblin Tinker, Troll Berserker, now all moving off to the north. You can see that the Demon Hunter is now making its rounds as well. Beastmaster gonna pick up an item most likely. What is it gonna pick up? Not quite sure. As the Blade Master may try to take down the Entangled Gold Mine. Staff of Teleportation does come over, and the Wisp are just walking into the gold mine with absolutely no problem. Lyn now realizes that he is in a bit of a resource war and needs to figure out how to win this. There are Bat Riders now joining in on the fight to try to counteract those mana flares from those Fairy Dragons, as the Blade Master looking to just creep out even further. One of the benefits of Orc is that they can just pull a creep all the way down and then ensnare it, and then even if the unit tries to run away, it's not going to get very far. All right, Hood of Intelligence, plus 4 intelligence, plus 4 agility. Rather good stats on that Blade Master, plus 4 attack. He now has a total of plus 12 and a little bit more mana for Windwalk. Always a nice day there. Tome of Agility now once again picked up as we're looking at a almost level 3 Goblin Tinker. Meanwhile, level 4, and that Blade Master may even get to level 5 here. It looks like he will. And once he gets to level 5, I believe that Blade Master, that deep... Oh, wow. I was off by, what, 10 experience? 11 experience? All right, 11 experience off. He was at 1389 instead of 1400. All right. I'm sure that Blade Master is tempted to kill one of his own guys, hoping to get a little bit more experience. Like, hey, Troll Berserker, I'll duel you. Come on. Nope. Oh, okay, no go. All right, Druids of the Talon. That is a lot of Fairy Dragons here. Spirit Walkers, no peons in this fight, though. And with 5 Spirit Walkers and 5 Fairy Dragons, Bat Riders coming in. Oh, taking down... trying to take down those Fairy Dragons. I believe a couple of them were taken down. Yes, only one is now left. The ends justify the means indeed, as we're now looking at perhaps a level 5 Blade Master who got the experience off of the Bat Riders suiciding themselves. All right, Druid of the Talons now up into the air. Are we going to see a Orc Burrow run? Yes, we are. Those Druids of the Talon do deal a tremendous amount of damage, and when they land, they are just going to absolutely destroy this. Oh, what is this? The Bat Rider could have taken down multiple here, as we are now going to go into this Druid of the Talon army inside the base. There you have it. And so many Orc Burrows will get destroyed here. However, there's a Cyclone picking up one of those units. Another Orc Burrow goes down. How many Orc Burrows can go down in total? It looks like another Orc Burrow could get taken down. The Troll Berserker trying to fend off the army. It looks like another Orc Burrow will get taken down as well. So many taken down there. And now you see 61 over 30. This is going to force Lyn to rebuild Orc Burrows and not train any units for a little while longer. All right, he could just rinse and repeat this strategy once more. So far, the Demon Hunter is sitting at 3, the Beastmaster sitting at 3, and the Tinker sitting at 3. That's looking very strong, but the Blade Master, you cannot count him out. He is still creeping out red creep camps, and if he gets the better items, that's going to be a tremendous advantage again. Let's see, the Tauren Chieftain gets War Song Battle Drums, so we have Command Aura and Endurance Aura on that Tauren Chieftain. That Tauren Chieftain looking to be very, very strong indeed. What is going to be happening next as the Demon Hunter... the Demon Hunters, the Druids of the Talon are all now ready to go. Okay, let's take a look back over here. Spirit Walkers now making their way off to the north. We do see a number of units running around back around here. Tauren Chieftain is ready. We are now going to have them push down off to the side. We are going to go into a bit of an engagement here. There is one Hawk in the air as we do see a speed roll, and there we go. There's the engagement. Are we going to see some Cyclone? Yes, the Cyclones should force an engagement as those units are going to be falling down one at a time, and there you go. There's the Blade Master, a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Goblin Tinker needs to use that Potion of Healing, and maybe even a Scroll of Healing to stay alive. No, does not use it in time as the Blade Master gets picked back up, disenchanted. There's a Mana Flare, and both sides still fighting. There's a Shockwave, a huge amount of damage across the board, a Scroll of Healing to counteract it, but you got to remember, one of the Scrolls of Healing are gone from that Goblin Tinker, so another Shockwave is going to destroy, or nearly destroy, so many of these units here. That Tauren Chieftain, seen at level 5, does have another Shockwave in him. No longer, as if he tries to even Mana Steal it, it is not going to work. That Demon Hunter is sitting very strong, and both sides losing a lot of units here. Who's going to be happening? That Tauren Chieftain has gotten in plenty of damage with those Shockwaves, as the Blade Master is now up in the air once more. Another Mana Burn, neutralizing that Tauren Chieftain. That Tauren Chieftain going after other units. There is still a plenty of Druids of the Talon now trying to go after all of those ground units here. There is the Hawk up in the air keeping track. Blade Master now sitting at 6. And Blade Master at 6. Scroll of Town Portal now used by that Beastmaster. He should be able to get away. There he goes. Goes back home. And let's see, we are still seeing at 49 over 50. Gold mines have been mined out. Lin in trouble, as CoolXian still has plenty of gold to harvest with a decent gold in the bank. Blade Master sitting at 6 though. What is he gonna do? He bought a Scroll of Healing and a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Quickly gets cycloned up here, and now what is gonna happen? Is he going to try to take down more units? All right, the Beastmaster getting taken down. Blade Master chasing after him. Oh, come on, Cyclone again. Not quite sure why he didn't Cyclone the Blade Master to keep him in position to count them two Druid of the Talons taken down for really no reason at all. All right. Army size 49 over 50 compared to 46 over 72. Druids of the Talon left. This Tree of Eternity could uproot itself. There is now a base operational on the top left. My apologies for not spotting that earlier. Lin does have income, and a fairly strong income at that, as the Wisp now trying to scout out. So far, Lin is looking to be the aggressor in this game. Potion of Mana, Wand of Mana Stealing on the Tauren Chieftain, and even if the Tauren Chieftain gets the 6, that's pretty much going to be game over. Even if you kill the Tauren Chieftain, he'll resurrect back with some more mana and then lay down even more shockwaves after all the cooldown has reset. Level 6 Tauren Chieftain, level 6 Blade Master. I don't even think we're going to see Blade Storm here, as the Raiders are now coming in to take down the Ancient of War. Ancient of War, no, there is, oh, there is, in fact, Pillage, and this building will get taken down. CoolXian down to his last mining base, and there's the Blade Storm dealing so much damage across all of those units. It looks as though the Demon Hunter is going to get taken down in a matter of seconds. There's the GG. Not even needing the Tauren Chieftain to get to level 6. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.